What are you good at?
Like eating and sleeping.
Okay. And what are you not?
Welcome back to the all-new, very respectful TikTok Rack Reactions. It's me, yours truly, the Mr. Rogers of Mrs. Bobbers, Dalton Pruitt. Okay, these were recommended to me by a good friend of mine, my buddy Chase. He tagged me in this one. And I see why he did, and I thought I'd go ahead and do a little nice reaction here. But yeah, these are fakers. These are fake milkers or formulas, as I call them. And I think it was Slavoj Žižek who once said, "We should become more artificial and give up on the romantic notion of becoming one with nature." And he was talking about the idea of maintaining some sort of oneness with nature, and this push against the artificial, and that as we move more and more towards an artificial world, we should embrace that. And I think fakers are a great example of that sort of sentiment. They are a primitive yet necessary, I would say, step on the path to our continued merging with the artificial, with technology, the synthetic. Some would call it transhumanism, and I think this idea of sort of this merging with, replacing of the organic with the synthetic, the merging of the two. One good way to conceptualize this idea would be with the ship of Theseus. Let's go back. We got to go back here. The ship of Theseus is kind of a thought experiment. You see, Theseus was the mythical Greek founder king of Athens, who rescued the children of Athens from Minos after slaying the Minotaur in the labyrinth at Crete. And he escaped on a ship from Crete going to Delos. And each year after that, the Athenians commemorated this event by taking the ship on a pilgrimage to Delos to honor Apollo. And over years and years and years of this pilgrimage, it put a lot of wear and tear on the ship. And in that time, they would have to tear up the decaying parts of the ship that had been, worn away by all of these travels, and replace them. And then over time, every single part of the ship had been replaced with something new. And so the thought experiment, the idea is, once each part of the ship has now been replaced, is this still the same ship? And so if we transpose that idea to fakers, so when naturals are replaced with fakers, are they not still bazoombas? You know what I mean? And what is natural and what is fake? Artificial, unnatural, these words we use. Because if we are natural as humans, as biological organisms, if we are natural, and the fakers, silicone, are by our design, our creation, then are not fakers an extension of nature? Let's zoom in for a minute. All things, everything that exists, is composed of atoms, and it's merely the arrangement of the various electrons, protons, and neutrons in the atoms that determine their properties and determine which elements they are going to be and how they bond with each other and create the world around us. And then we, as biological organisms, we are carbon-based. The foundation of our biology is the carbon atom. But silicone is composed of silicon, hydrogen, oxygen, and carbon. So many of the elements, the same elements that make up the organic, also make up the synthetic. Therefore, fakers are no less natural than naturals. 10 out of 10, wood motorboat.